Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time in my channel, you are welcome. Don't forget to turn on your notification button and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. So today we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to sew a fly zipper. So if you don't know how to sew it, just watch this video to the end.
I'm going to use our zipper. This is our zipper fly and this is on fold. As you can see, we need our zipper fly is on fold, so it's going to be 8.5 by 2.5 for our zipper fly. Our shed is going to be 2 inch by 8.5 by 8.5. So we need our zipper fly. This is our zipper fly, this is our shed, and we need our zip with our trouser, which is what we are going to be using in this diagram, in this tutorial. This is what we are going to be using. Okay, so after that, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to measure 7. We're going to measure 7.5 here. You're going to put your tape rule on your trouser, the front pattern, the front trouser. We are working with the front of our trouser. I've already drafted the pattern, and this is drafted the pattern, then cut it with our fabric. So mark 7.5 here. You can use 7.5, you can use 7 inches, and you can use 8 inches. Depends on how long you want your fly zipper to be. So 7.5, you're going to mark 7.5 here, and from this 7.5 you're going to mark ½ inch round. You're going to sew it with ½ inch. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. If you have any question, ask me in the comment section. So we are going to sew it with ½ inch. So we are going to sew this place with ½ inch after measuring your 7.5. Okay, so we are going to sew it the ½ inch after. So after sewing it, what you are going to do is you are going to notch this place. We are going to notch it, just notch it a little. After notching it, we are going to open it up. So what we are going to do next is we are going to open our trouser up and sew the zip to the left side. We have opened it up after notching it. Okay, we are going to open our trouser and zip and sew the zip to the left side. We are going to sew it then and make sure it's very close to the edge. Sew it to the left side. Sew it this way. Okay, so we're going to sew it to the left side, just using a little bit space, and make sure it's very close to the edge. This is it. You have already sew it to the left side, and make sure your zip is facing down. The right side is facing down. So after sewing it to the left side like this, the next we're going to do is we're going to place our zipper fly on the zip and sew down. And note, if you have interlocking machine, make sure you weave it before sewing it, before sewing anything. Weave both the zipper fly, the shed, and everything. But I don't have interlocking machine. That's the reason why I'm just sewing it. After sewing everything, that's when I'm going to interlock it. So we are going to put our zipper fly. We are going to sew it down. We are going to sew it on top of the zip. Okay, as you can see the way I put it, we are going to sew it down on top of the zip, the way I did mine. So we are going to sew it down on top of the zip. Our zipper fly down. Next thing we are going to do is we are going to sew the shed. We are going to place the shed. So the next we are going to do is we are going to place the shed on the right side and sew it down. Make sure you sew it with small inch. Okay, make sure you sew it with small allowance. So we are going to place it on the right side like this and sew it down the way we did for the left side. We are going to place it like this and sew it down. After sewing it down with small inch, then you top stitch. Okay, after sewing it down, we're going to top stitch it. We have sewn it down and top stitch it. So we have sewn it down and we top stitch it. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to flip it to the back like this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip our the right side to the back and sew the zip with it. So we are going to flip it to the back like this and sew it down. And make sure when you are sewing it, this place, the place the top stitch covered up this side a little. It should not be too much, because if you sew it to this place, it's going to be too much. So just use it to cover it up. So we are going to use the zipper. We are going to sew the zipper to the shade. We are going to sew it down to the shade. So when sewing it, you can just leave a little bit space here. Okay, so let's sew it down. We are going to sew the zipper to the left side of the zipper fly. We have already sewed it down. We have sewn our zip to the shade. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to flip the zipper fly down and pin it. We're going to pin it down like this. Let's pin our zipper fly down. After pinning it down, then flip the right side, flip it to the front, flip it to the front like this, pin it down. So after pinning it down like this, what you are going to do next is that we are going to sew the shirt and the zip. We are going to sew it down. So you are going to sew it down with 1 inch, like I did. Okay, let me use this. We're going to sew it down with 1 inch. So we are going to sew it down with 1 inch. And when you get to the edge where your fabric ends, just leave the fabric. This is where it ends, right? Then you can cuff it. You can see the way I did to mine. So just give it a little bit cuff. You cuff it and sew it down. So we are going to sew all this. We are going to sew it down. Okay. So we have already sewed it down.
After sewing it down, you're going to flip your trouser to the back and sew the edge of the shirt and zipper fly together like I did. I was not able to make a video of when I was doing it, flipping it. So that is why I'm doing it now. So you're going to flip it to the back and you're going to sew the edge of the shirt and the zipper fly together. Okay, so that is it. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification button, and like, comment, and share to other people. And if you have any tutorial in mind that you want me to do for you, please share it in the comment section. Thank you.